glad you're here today. We do something fun here at the library every Saturday morning, so we love it when you get to come and hang out with us on Saturdays. Just a couple of announcements before we get started. There are restrooms if you need to take a break at any time, just by the preschool desk. Feel free to step out. We've got all the doors open. We've got a little temperature issue. I apologize, but we hopefully we'll get that corrected soon. We are taking a quick programming break. In a couple weeks, we'll have one more Super Saturday next Saturday, and then we have a break until summer reading. So we hope you're getting excited for summer reading because that's our favorite time of year. We've got a big kickoff party on June 3rd. That's a Saturday. The first Saturday of June is our big kickoff party for the summer, and you're invited. We hope you'll join us for our summer reading kickoff on June 3. We are really excited to have Northwest Arkansas Audio Theater here with us for Super Saturday today. They've been here a couple times before, and we are glad to have them back. They've got some fun stories for us today. If you need anything during the performance, I will be in the back of the room. I've got some headphones if you need to have headphones on for the performance for sensory processing. Or if there are any other issues you need, just come let me know. I'm in the back. My name's Mr. Jim. Thank you very much for being here today. I'm going to turn it over to Northwest Arkansas Audio Theater. Please give them a warm welcome.
And thank you, Laurie Anderson, our musician, and welcome everyone to our Northwest Audio Theater Stories and Talk on what is audio theater. I am your Northwest Arkansas Audio Theater announcer, Kenny Goff, and I'm happy to have you with us as our live studio audience today.
Wait a minute. What does all that mean?
What does what all mean, Lola?
What you just said. Northwest Arkansas Audio Theater.
Well, Lola, Northwest Arkansas is where we are now. It has places in it like Fayetteville and Rogers and Springdale.
What's audio?
Audio is about your ears. Things you hear, like when you listen to the radio or to a podcast or an audio book, or when you are part of an audience.
Audio. Audience. Got it. And theater?
Theater. Okay. Lola, theater is when you get together to do show and tell for other people.
Show and tell what?
Well, stories, Lola. We tell stories using voices and music and sound effects.
Stories about what?
Stories about anything you can imagine, like...
when will you tell a story?
Well, we'll tell one now, Lola. If you want to wait to ask the rest of your questions until later, please.
Oh, okay. What's the story?
Our first story is simply Cinderella.
Oh, I love Cinderella.
And it stars Marshall Prettyman as Enrude, the fairy godparent, Debbie Goff as Cinderella, Kenny Goff as the prince, and Eden Miller as the chamberlain. Now, we'll need some volunteers to make some sound effects.
Ooh.
Eden, will you tell us about that?
Well, certainly. Now, we need about 8 people to ring these bells. Can you come up here? Okay, you and you and you and you. Okay, now, we need you to line up and watch Mr. Enrude, because he's going to show you when to start and when to stop. Okay? Watch Mr. Enrude. Hold your bell and watch him.
Here he goes.
Do you want to try it?
Ring it. Perfect. Okay, let's try that one more time. Whoosh. Now, when he brings his magic wand up, you need to stop. This is the magic sound for this story, and that happens a lot. Now, there's just one other sound effect in this story. It's a sound of breaking glass, but it isn't real. We're just pretending. Okay, we just got spoons and jingle bells and flattened marbles in there. But it makes a great sound, doesn't it? Hey. Oh, and I'm going to do that because I know just when to do it. All right. If we're ready?
If we are ready, let's have some introductory music for Simply Cinderella.
You can sit down if you want. Just watch Mr. Enroot.
Hello there, my friends. My name is Enrude. I am a teacher of fairy godparents at the Fairy Tale Academy. Surely you have heard about fairy godparents before? You haven't? Fairy godparents are magical people who give wishes to ordinary people who have been good and who need help solving their problems. Because there are lots of good ordinary people and not very many fairy godparents, we have to grant only one wish to each ordinary person. Actually, there's another reason for just one wish. If we grant more than one wish to the same person, it never stops. This is why we have to be careful about how we grant a wish. To show you, I'm going to tell you a story about my very first wish getter. She taught me a lesson. Her name was Cinderella, and she seemed to be a perfectly ordinary person to be a first wish getter. She worked very hard and was very nice to people, even when they were not nice to her. So one evening, she was mopping the kitchen floor. I went to see her.
Oh my golly, who are you? How did you get in here?
Not to worry, Cinderella. I am Enrude, your fairy godparent. Because you are a very deserving ordinary person, I have come to grant you one wish.
You can grant wishes? Real wishes?
Certainly. Allow me to demonstrate. I bet I know exactly what you want. Behold, Cinderella, the floor is shiny clean, just like new.
It is like new. That's amazing. But if I can have a real wish, I really wish to go to the ball tonight and meet the handsome prince. My stepmother and stepsisters left me all by myself while they went to the ball.
No trouble at all, Cinderella. There you go. One absolutely genuine ticket to the ball. Have fun.
Wait, please. I can't go to the ball wearing these icky old pajamas. I need a beautiful dress.
Oh, sorry. I should have thought of that. Well, one more wish, just this once. There you are, one beautiful dress. I've thrown in some gorgeous jewelry and the latest hairstyle to cheer you up. Ta-ta, Cinderella.
But, Enrude, these ratty old slippers look horrible with the dress.
Oh, you're right. Okay, I'll toss in the footwear. Have some glittery glass slippers. There. Now you have the whole enchilada. You'll be the prettiest young lady at the ball. Well, that's all I can do for you, so farewell.
Enrude, wait. How am I going to get to the ball?
Oh, yes. Why don't you call a taxi cab?
This is the Middle Ages, Enrude. We don't have taxi cabs.
How about a dog cart?
My dress and slippers would be all muddy when I got there.
Okay, fine. A coach with horses and footmen and a driver it is.
Gee, thanks, Enroute. That's wonderful. Say, how do I get this stuff back to you when the evening is over?
Not to worry, Cinderella. It will all disappear at midnight. Call me if you have any problems. If you really have to, that is. If the Fairy Tale Academy finds out I'm over the limit, I'll never hear the end of it. Enjoy. Ta-ta, so long.
Chamberlain, every pretty young lady in the land was supposed to be at my royal ball tonight, right?
Yes, Your Highness, that's correct. Their Majesties, your parents, hope you will find one you like well enough to marry.
Well, how is it that I can't stand any of them? Some of them are pretty, some are nice, none are perfect. I am the handsome prince, after all. I require perfect.
Highness, if you want children of your own to rule the land after you, it would be better not to wait too long. Perfect doesn't come along every day or to every ball.
Wait, what is that music? Who is that young lady? Why, she is the prettiest young lady at the ball. Why didn't I see her before? I must ask her to dance.
I do hope that someday the prince finds out that nice lasts longer than pretty. And I wonder if anybody who was perfect would ever marry him.
We've been dancing for hours, prettiest young lady, and you haven't told me your name.
This night isn't about me, Your Highness. It's all about you. Remember, meeting you has been the dream of a lifetime.
Well, of course it has. Prettiest young lady, forgive me. There is time, after all.
Is there? What time is it? Oh, it's almost midnight. Your Highness, would you please excuse me for just a tiny little moment?
What? Of course. Wait. Wow, not only is she pretty and nice, but she's quick, too. She may even be perfect. I must know more about her.
Enroute? Enroute, please answer.
What is it now, Cinderella? You got your whole wish to go to the ball, to meet the handsome prince. What is the problem?
Enroute, I'm sorry. I lost one glass slipper at the ball. I had to walk all the way home on one ratty old slipper and one glass slipper. My feet are killing me.
You called me back to make your feet feel better?
No, not really. Oh, Enroute, it's so awful. My dream of meeting the handsome prince turned into a nightmare. Handsome is all he is. He isn't nice. He isn't kind. And all he really loves is himself. Can you change him?
No, 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 Cinderella. Absolutely not. Fairy godparents can change things. We can't change people. Anything else before I go?
Anyway, I can't marry him even if I want to. He wants someone perfect, and I'm not.
Nobody is perfect, Cinderella. Look at me. I thought I could grant one simple wish to one ordinary person, and it keeps going wrong.
But it wasn't your fault, Enroute. Can you get me out of this mess before the handsome prince comes riding around looking for the young lady who fits the other glass slipper?
Oh, yes. I think I can. Listen.
Enrude, what did you do?
The easiest thing. I broke both glass slippers to smithereens. Now the handsome prince will never find you.
Enrude, you are a genius. Thank you so much. Now, if I could have just one more teensy little wish, please.
What?
New pajamas and new comfy slippers?
You got it.
Thanks, Enrude. You are the best.
Good night, Cinderella. Pleasant dreams. So, that is how I learned to figure out everything involved in granting any wishes. I hope all of you will learn this easier than I did. Have a wonderful day. That was great, magic sound effects people. Thank you so much for your help.
Yes, thanks. Next, we want to show you more about how audio theater does storytelling.
Without scenery or costumes or props or dancing or sword fights.
Or memorized words or moving around the stage. What's left?
Voices and music and sound effects. And your imagination.
Wait a minute. What's what you said? Imagination means you make the pictures for the story in your own mind. How do you do that?
Well, when Cinderella said she was wearing icky old slippers and ratty old slippers, pajamas, and what else she was wearing, what did you see and when you heard that?
Nothing I would want to wear. Yuck! And when Enrude gave her a beautiful dress and jewelry and glittery glass slippers, those were so beautiful. When do I get to have some?
You see, you saw the beautiful stuff because you made the picture yourself.
I did? What do you know? And you do it all with voices and music and sound effects.
We start with a script. That's where the story is written down.
Oh, sorry. Of course. And we start with, we make sure that we know what the story is about before we tell it.
And when we tell it, we pretend to be the people in the story.
In audio theater, we don't have to look like the people in the story.
As long as we sound like the people in the story.
To sound like the people in the story, we make our voices fit the people. How do you do that?
We figure out what kind of voice each story person needs. Audience, we need some of you to help us show how voices can be different from each other.
Can anyone do a very high voice? Oh, thank you. That was so high, we need a ladder to reach it.
And now a very low voice. Thank you. That was so low, only the elephants could hear it.
Can someone talk very fast? Gosh, you almost finished before you started.
Or very slow. Wow, that was so slow, we'll have to have you finish later. So let's switch to how we use our voices, how we use our voices to how we use music. Maestro, let's have some transition music.
I've never heard of that kind of music. What do you mean, zishan music?
That's the music that lets you know that something in the story has changed. Listen.
Maybe the story has a new place or time has gone by, or somebody new has come into the story.
You already heard how we use music at the beginning of things, like this piece when we started the show.
And at the endings, like this tune for the end of Cinderella. Or we use music to set a mood.
Like a bad mood or a good mood? A mood can be any kind of feeling, Lola. Let's listen and find out.
Give me a mood, Marshall.
How about happy? No, sad. Now angry. Or suspenseful.
We've heard about voices and music. Now let's show you how we use sound effects to make our stories even more fun. Let's hear it from our sound effects crew.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, sound effects help your ears know what's going on in the story.
And not just any noise will do.
Every sound must be just right.
What kind of sound? How high or how low or how loud?
And when it's played, not too soon, not too late, not too long or short.
In short, it's like music.
Except some of the instruments are very different. We'll show you.
Right here is our tiny door.
Yes. Now I'm going to walk over to the tiny door and knock.
Hey, does anybody want any sound effect toys here today?
No, thank you. Come back another day.
Well, alrighty then.
Now, you've already heard the breaking glass bag, but here's somebody having a fight.
Oh, but we really don't hit anybody. We just make it sound like it is.
Yes. And, this large steel bowl could be a church chime.
While this metronome will help us keep time.
Now, there are many things around the house that you can use to make pretend. But first, please ask permission. You don't want the fun to end.
That's right.
And, some sounds are done with just your voice.
Meow.
All right, you guys are having too much fun. Time to move on because
It's time for our other story, The Little Engine That Could. We need everybody to help us with the sound effects.
Ooh.
the people in this story are mostly trains. No, really. There is a storyteller called a narrator. There he is.
No, wait a minute.
An engineer for the train of toys that breaks down.
Toot toot.
the big freight engine, the proud passenger engine, the tired old engine, and the little engine that could.
Well, now, we need you guys to make the train sounds, okay? We're going to split up the audience into 4 parts. Now, we need you guys to be the toot-toots of the train whistle, okay? Can we practice that?
Toot, 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 toot.
Okay, and you guys can be the clang-clangs of the train bell.
Clang,
Clang, clang, clang, clang.
Very good, all right. And you guys can be the chuffy-chuff, chuffy-chuff, chuffy-chuff.
Chuffy chuff, chuffy chuff. Chuffy chuff, chuffy chuff, chuffy chuff.
Very good, and we need one more. The clickety-clacks of the train wheels on the track.
Clickety clack.
Clickety clack, clickety clack, clickety clack, clickety clack.
I'm going to use Enrude's magic wand, except it, it isn't magic for this, but why not? And when I point to you, please do your sound until I bring it up again, and then you stop. Very good.
Chuff.
Clickety clack.
Clickety clack.
Right. Very good. All right. And by the way, we will have time a few minutes after we've finished everything else for you guys to ask questions if you want. Okay? If you want to stay for a few minutes and maybe look at some of the toys a little closer. But that's then. First, we got to do the story. All right.
I say the Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. I say the Rock Island Line is the road to ride. Oh, the Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. If you want to ride it, got to ride it like you're flying. Buy your ticket at the station on the Rock Island Line.
Once upon a time, 100 years ago, the roads were dirt, so the trucks were slow. The very small planes could not carry much, a person or two, some mail and such. Boats and ships needed water to ride, docks and harbors to stay in on the other side. So how did folks get from here to there on the land? Send the stuff, send the goods, send the store. It was the railroads, the trains, the iron wheels on track to take you all the way there and all the way back, all the way over, around, all up and all down, across and through from town to town. You'd be on time. The train would get you there. Once you paid for the ride, you'd have a little cash to spare. The holiday special train was rolling across the plain.
Clang, chuff. Clickety clack, clickety clack.
This
Clang, clang, clang,
There we
clang.
go.
This train full of toys, full of games, full of fun for children on the other side of the mountain. Just in time for the children, the toys will ride. Trust the train to take them to the other side.
Clankety clang, chuff, clickety clank. Oh no, the train stopped. The engine broke down. How can we get the train of toys to the other side of town? We need another engine to get us through. Hey, freight engine, how about you? Can you help us? Help us? Help us?
Why are you making all this fuss? It's a heavy load for you, but it's only toys. No one needs those, needs those. I do important work all day and night and day, taking important loads on their way. I'm too important to help you get better things to do. Woo, woo.
Clangety clang, chuff, chuff.
I'm going through.
So the big freight engine drove around the train of toys on the sidetrack and was gone.
Oh no, maybe somebody else will come by who can help us on our way. Look, it's a passenger train. Hey, big guy, please stay long enough to help us over Mountain Town. For you, it's very easy. It's straight up and straight down. Can you help us? Help us! Help us!
You must be joking, dingy little train. If you can't do the job pulling might and main, then don't ask me. I've got people to get through. Sleeping car, dining car, circus cars too. I'm the best there is, the royalty of the line. Ask someone else. Someone else will be just fine.
Chuffity chuff, chuff.
I am going by.
So the proud passenger train marched around the train of toys on the sidetrack and was gone.
Chuffity chuff. Clicker, clickety click. Oh, time is getting short. Somehow we must run. Look, wait, there's another engine, an old tired one. But maybe he can help us get over the hill. Can you help us? Help us, please, say you will.
Oh no, I never could. Been working many years, hauling freight, dragging wood. I don't know how I've held together in wind and rain and weather. I'm rusty, I'm dragging. Might as well be a wagon with no horse and no oxen to pull me through. I never could help you.
So the tired old train dragged itself around the train of toys on the sidetrack and was gone.
Oh, I guess it's all up with us. Guess we'll never get through. How is there anything more we can do? The toys will just sit here. The children go without. Wait, little engine going by. Little engine, give her a shout. Maybe she knows some other engine up the line. Can you help us? Help us! Help us, little engine!
I'm a little switch engine at the local roundhouse. Never been far from home, much less to the town, but I think I can help you. I can try it, so let me back up to you.
Chuff, 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 chuff.
And off we go. Chuff, chuff, chuff. I think I can. 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 I think I can.
We are here at the top. Now we mustn't stop. Let's go rolling down the grade. All right. I
Thought I could, I thought I could, I thought I could, I thought I could, I thought I could, I thought I could. She thought she could, she thought she could, she thought she could, and she did it! Hooray!
The holiday special will make the Children's Day.
What we try to do will not always succeed, but the ones who tries to help when there is a great need will do more than succeed, because you fail if you don't try again. Then, like the little engine, you may succeed if you tell yourself, I think I can. We think we can. We think we can. We think we can.
We think we can. All of you were absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for your help. Yay! Oh, the clang-de clangs and the chuffy chuffs and the toot toots. All of you are wonderful. Now, we offer chances for people of all ages to help out with our audio theater shows. If you're under 18, you need the permission of your grown-ups. But you tell them we practice only 2 evenings a week, and they are welcome to come too. Now, our next show is...
Legends from the Fairy Tale Academy.
Ooh.
That's where Enrude came from.
We will close the show with music, and after that, we will be happy to answer questions if you want to stay for a minute.
Wait a minute. I got a question.
Okay, Lola.
Somebody here was telling me that a person of the story is called a character. And a person who pretends to be a person of the story is called an actor.
And your question is?
So am I an actor or a character?
Well, you see the person standing next to you, Lola, holding you up and moving your mouth?
Yeah?
She's the actor. You are the character.
What do you know? Can I still be in the curtain call?
Absolutely. Sure you are. On behalf of Laurie Anderson, Debbie Goff, and Lola, and Eden Miller, and Marshall Pettyman, and myself, Kenny Goff, we wish you all a wonderful day. Yay!